Sassy, bougie, ratchet. Sassy, moody, nasty.
Acting.
Well, I forgot it.
Oh, wow, that's
This
embarrassing.
is stupid.
What's happening?
What's happening?
She's a savage.
The sky's really pretty,
It is.
but not as pretty as you. Just giving you good content.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's meet at the library. Okay.
Hi everyone, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a special guest. You can already see that.
It's me.
It's her. You haven't met her yet. I've probably mentioned her in passing, but this is my roommate Katie.
Hello.
That's her. So, today's a very special day. Do you want to share why you're here? Even though it'll be the video title anyways and they'll already know?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
of course I do. I'm here to change her life.
Okay, well that's dramatic.
Well, I'm here to pick Julia's August TBR.
You nailed it.
That's it.
I didn't even feed her that line. She just did it perfectly. So there are no rules, no stipulations. She has to pick from these physical books that I own here at our house. We're not going to my parents' house to get extra books. That would be a hassle.
Also coronavirus.
Also that. She gets to pick 6. They can be any 6 she wishes. There are a few she could pick that would potentially be a reread, but a lot that are not. So really the only rule is that there are no rules. 6 books, whatever 6 she chooses. My fate is in your hands. Ready?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go let her pick.
Okay.
I'm gonna disappear. It's happened. I'm very nervous. It's like, when people say like, humans aren't afraid of the dark, we're just afraid of the unknown. That's how I feel right now.
You're comparing this to having a legitimate fear of the dark?
I'm in the dark as to what books you selected.
I like the power.
She's got the bag, she's got the books.
Here they are.
Okay. Lay it on me. What's up first? I can't
Okay.
even look at you pull my books out. I'm nervous. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The first one I picked, because it's how we met.
Oh,
Little Women.
I should have known.
You should have known.
Okay, well, yeah, so this will be a reread for me. But I've only read it as an audiobook. I haven't physically read it, so that'll actually be really nice.
And look how pretty.
And I have the prettiest edition. Show them the
does.
foil pages.
Oh, let me show you the foil pages.
Ooh,
Wow.
so shiny. Don't
I
drop
keep
that.
dropping the bag, but look at this.
I'm trying to catch it without seeing what's in it. Perfect. Okay, yay. And I really love this. I think I gave it 4.5 or 5 stars. A really good rating. So, yee. Okay, what else? I'll just hold it. It matches my shirt.
It really does.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next one.
You're stressing me out. Why
Maybe
are you hemming and hawing over
Maybe I'll
there?
just keep making noises while you anxiously.
It sounds like you're second guessing. You're like, well.
I may be. The next one is because there are not many opportunities that I have to discuss books with you and have a real conversation.
Okay.
I just listen to you. So you can read this one because I've actually read it.
And then you
can
can read this. I like that. That's a good thought. And you read it decently quickly. It's
Compared to my other habits. Yeah.
it's 300 pages, so that's not that bad. That's actually longer than I thought it was. I thought it was 200 something, but
Yes.
I've heard good things. And you liked it
I did.
well enough. All right.
Great.
And it's a book about fairies, which I don't always jive with. So it'll either be a love or hate.
You're not a fairy fan?
Not in not dark, the, angsty fae kind. Like Tinkerbell, sure. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, she's very angsty. That's a bad example. Yeah, like Pretty Little Fairies, I'm ooh, but
Okay.
when you've got dramatic trying to kill people, fairy princess. I'm like, just relax. I don't know why that's such a prevalent,
Just relax.
it's such a prevalent trope in YA books, but.
I don't know.
All right,
Well.
what else?
I hope this isn't a disappointment.
And I like that these are coordinated also. They look good
I did
together.
it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I spent probably 4 minutes picking the books.
I was impressed. This would have taken me an hour. If Katie had been, Julia, pick 6 books for me to read, I'd have been like, oh, but then what if?
This next one was inspired by some recent occurrences in our home. Julia has a habit of crying at things that the normal person wouldn't cry at. And lately she's been crying about the wives of Henry the Eighth.
But which one is it? There's multiple books it could be.
Oh. So we're going to learn all about Anne Boleyn.
Oh! Okay, good.
Will you cry?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I feel so bad for her.
It's the creation of Anne Boleyn.
No, this is actually supposed to be really good because it's like a very modern perspective of like the things that have been said about her historically by like scholars and like rumors, like she had 6 fingers like on her one hand, and it's like, why did these things get started and stuff like that. So
And it's delightfully cheeky and solidly researched. So
you can't argue with that.
I love
it.
anything that's delightfully cheeky.
Yeah. Also, still kind of goes with my shirt. Did you do? Yeah, you really got a scheme going on
Okay,
here.
well, we're about to break the pattern.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
I'm excited so far.
This next one I picked. I have no clue what it's about. I didn't read any part of it.
Okay.
I just thought the title was fitting because for us, every age is an awkward age.
True.
What is this book about?
It's a classic that I don't know much about. I think it's like a coming of age story. So it's like a young girl. Oh, here. Nanda Brookenham is coming out in London society. Thrust suddenly into the vicious, immoral circle which has gathered round her mother, she even finds herself in competition with Mrs. Brookenham for the affection of a man she admires. Wow, a mother-daughter love triangle?
This is saucy.
It is. The plot is almost entirely propelled by dialogue, it says. So maybe it won't be that slow of a read. Ooh, it smells like a used book, all right. It's a distinct smell.
It sure is.
Cool, I'm very intrigued.
You always smell like that.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Don't laugh. That's scary.
Because I spent 4 minutes picking the books. This is me coming up with my explanations as we go.
Okay, yeah.
This book I picked because we, as roommates, are something you don't want to mess with. We are a force to be reckoned with. We are a dynamic duo. We are a dangerous alliance.
I was like, I can't even guess what title it is.
Wasn't that
I was like,
exciting though?
we are Wonder Women. We are, I don't even know. Ooh, okay.
But it's an ostentatious romance, which is also very fitting.
Yeah, definitely on brand for what I like. I know this is historical. I think it's pretty romantic. Actually, I think it has a pretty, look at that. It's got like
That's
art
really
inside.
pretty.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Wow.
Yeah, see, this is one of my books where I'm like, I know it's something I would like, but I actually don't know much about it. Okay, it's about a lady and her older sister is married and they have a secure family estate and blah, blah, blah. Oh no, but her sister's husband is a terrible cad, and now Vicky herself must marry, or herself and her family will be destitute.
What is a cad?
An ungentlemanly man.
Okay. I know a few of those.
Yeah. I'm very excited about this one.
Good. I'm glad. It also has a nice pink cover.
Yeah, I really,
It's a lovely design.
I'm going to be disappointed if I don't like this because I don't want to get rid of it, just because it looks so good.
It is a pretty book. All right.
One left.
The last one I picked.
I'm also nervous that you saved it for last. Like, what does that even mean? Did you do it on purpose? I don't know.
don't think that hard about what I did, because I sure did not think that hard about what I did. This last book.
Okay. Okay.
Should I keep building it up?
No.
I could lead up to it the way that you lead up to things.
Oh, God. Please give them an example.
Julia has a tendency to ramp up before she tells me something that is of no consequence, but she does it in a way that makes me think she's about to drop some enormous confrontational thing in front of me, and I hate confrontation, and so I get really scared. So she will lead with things like, Katie, I have to say something and I just have to get it off my chest, and it might be weird and I just don't know what you're gonna think, but I have to tell you. And I am in the other room thinking she hates me or she's leaving. And then she'll say something, for example, this is a real life example, she will say, sorry, I'm wondering if she's gonna keep this.
I will.
She'll say, when you shave your legs, do you ever think it sounds like the ant from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I stand by that.
Right?
Yeah, it's like a like it's kind of squeaky. Yes. He's got a little voice.
So, there's an example. So, welcome to our home.
So
There's
you
been
can build
more,
it
but
up.
that's just one of the favorites.
So build it up awkwardly for me.
Okay, so this book I chose because I just thought it really related to a very pivotal experience that we had together as roommates, something that really shaped us, and something that, really like set the foundation for our relationship. You know, it was a really tough time. But I'm really
awful.
grateful.
You're right.
I'm just really grateful that you stood by me through this time, and that you didn't give up on me. And so I picked my best friend's exorcism.
Why did I genuinely think this was one of the books you were gonna pick too? Not with this lead up, but just in general.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's about an exorcism.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty
And
sure.
the cover looks wild.
Isn't it really cool though? Because it's made to look like an old
Yeah.
VHS. Like,
It did confuse me.
it's very cool. Staff pick. Yeah. So this is like genuinely a horror novel about two friends, and they have an exorcism. I guess one must be possessed. I think it might be set in the 80s. I would guess so by their hair. But that's an assumption.
I think that's a safe guess.
Yeah.
Also based on the design of the cover.
And knowing me, I won't be able to read it at night. But I've heard very good things about Grady Hendrix.
She's gonna be crying. She's gonna be screaming.
All the feelings.
All the feelings.
All right, let's roll through these one more time. Okay. So, in the month of August, Katie has selected for me to read The Awkward Age by Henry James. That is so shiny. Sorry, we're filming at night, so the ring light is like, hello. Yeah. The Awkward Age. Little Women by Louise May Alcott. That one's heavy. An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. I knew half of her name. The Creation of Anne Boleyn by Susan Bordeaux. I can't even say it. My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. And Dangerous Alliance by, Janique Cohen? How would you say her name?
Janika?
Somebody Cohen. Those are the 6 books, and you know what?
It's probably Jenny Ecke.
It could be. You're joking. I was like,
It could
maybe.
be.
And can I tell you what is great?
Tell me.
You've done some good things here. Because every month I try to read at least one non-Shakespeare classic. We've got 2. So even if I fail to read both of these, check.
Okay.
I try to read a nonfiction book every month, and you picked one of those. As far as I know, none of these are written by an author of color, so I'll find one of those. I still have to read, do you want to go fetch it for me? Go get the 2 Gentlemen of Verona off the classics pile. I have to read
What
it.
am I, your whipping boy?
Get it! Okay, The Two Gentlemen of Verona, I'll have to read because that's the next chronological Shakespeare play. And what's my other thing? Shakespeare, classic, nonfiction, at least one author of color. Oh, those are the 4. Oh, and my oldest TBR book. Can I send you get one more book? It's Girl Waits with Gun. It's in the tall historical fiction pile. It's like the 5th one down, I think.
You're going to read all of these?
Yeah. Or I'm going to try. And Girl Waits with Gun. I almost said Girl Waits with Gun. Girl Waits with Gun, which is my oldest TBR book. I think it's a little like in the vein of Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries, or at least the cover is, and that's why I bought it. Could be totally different. We'll find out.
So this has been on TBR list before and you have not gotten to it? Is that what that means?
So it is on Goodreads. I go to like my want to read thing, and whichever book is the oldest one on there that I own, I have to read.
Okay.
So I've been working through it. So this is actually my August TBR. Maybe I'll be lucky and find some of these as audiobooks, but I won't do Little Women as an audio again. That'd
You
be
gotta read
cheating.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll read it for real.
Maybe I'll read Little Women too.
That'd be nice. I could read it and then pass it on.
I have my own.
Oh yeah. Well, we could both buddy read.
Yes.
Buddy read. Buddy read.
We are competitive, so it might work for both of us.
It's true. I would give us a schedule.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. She knows I'm not. Oh, there's a tiny ant.
There is.
Okay. So, is there anything else to say? I don't think so. These are the 6 books plus 2 more. Is that the math?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 books that Katie picked plus 2 others that I have to read. Plus I'll choose one by an author of color. Maybe that will be an audiobook.
Maybe Janique
We don't know.
is an author of color.
Ah, I put the ant on the book. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for picking them out.
Best of luck.
Do you want to give a spiel about how they should all like this video and subscribe to my channel?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Hey, you guys, if you appreciate what Julia does and you appreciate all the insight and wisdom and humor she brings to the world like I do, then you should like this video and subscribe to her channel. She'll do the same for you. She's a great gal.
Aw,
Thanks for joining us.
That was so sweet.
I meant it.
That was really good. That was better than anything I've ever done. Yeah, and if you think that Katie should be more in charge of what I read, leave a comment to let me know. Or you can leave a comment that says, Katie, stay out of Julia's business, but that would be rude. But you could.
Do what I dare you.
Either way, I get the engagement on my videos. You can say whatever. It's fine. Thank you all so much for watching, and you'll see more from me soon. Bye!